on We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about every
ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, Alabama.
Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down.
Now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Harris now to return. Wiggles free. A very nice job on the run. 3 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Brees now. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. That'll bring up 2nd down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Brees. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They run. It's Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
It's Kamara, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Motion, 89. Watch 89.
Now Brees. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brees. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight.
But after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. 9 plays all told, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. It's out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, watch it.
Brady now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is Harris. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Tight, easy, opposite. We're good.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Big as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Heck of a start, a first play from scrimmage.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of we're holding.
Here we go. Kill.
Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throw Brees. Flush to his right. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Check. Watch 54. Don't let him breathe.
From midfield, here's Brees. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brees. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Brees. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 20. Timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. On the left hash mark, this And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being... Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
This offense, well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It gives him a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha. 54 back. Let's go, defense. Out of time.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 26 yards, as they are now on the... It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 6-play drive, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Shift. Kill. Hey, kill. Hey, seam 6.
Brees now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 54. I got one. You go tight. Hey, Alpha. You got tight right there. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". 21. Mike's 5'4".
Throwing now is Brees. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Brees. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the screen.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yellow lady. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, man. Watch that. Check. You're good. 5-4, ready. Hey, Echo.
The final shot before half for Brees. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are